Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Now this for another birdie. Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. That one finished off. It's in for par. And this one close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb. That's a good shot. And more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
At all, the pace perfect. It is in for birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Needed that to turn a little more, but it hung out wide. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
101 to the hole. Would not surprise me a bit if we were to stick this one close.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
A good opportunity lost there. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Nope. Good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. That's going to be up the left-hand side.
Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
Chance now for another birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one finished off for a par. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. Second shot now from right at 100 yards.
Ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Oh, if that's one ball to the right, it's in. Instead, this one singes that left edge. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. That ball went straight down into the heavy rough. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it.
Here at the 18th, the cover get a whole lot better when you knock it on into just like that.
Oh, that second shot's like a banana too. It keeps turning left, and you've got to really pick a definitive line, and that was just absolutely ripped.
Frank, unquestionably a satisfying victory for our featured player. You won 15 times on tours around the world, including the PGA Tour. What's the significance of the second victory?
It's a great question, Rich, and I think that to answer you simply, it's huge, but to sort of detail it more, the first one, there's always question marks. People tag around, is it a fluke? Were they lucky? Did they...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the base of the McDowell Mountains and TPC Scottsdale, live final round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Here in the Valley of the Sun, the temperatures are up, the scores are down, as we take a look at the leaderboard on this Sunday. A number of folks in contention, including our leader.
Oh, that definitely finds the rough off the first tee. Certainly not the start he was looking for.
Second shot now at this opening hole. I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie, and he will definitely not say no to that. And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green. It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. Will certainly help the cause. This one working up the right side.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, It's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it? Fair smack in the teeth. That hit right on the equator of the ball, and that's why it's motoring.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay at 2 under. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And this is going to stay a 2-shot lead. That will do just fine. Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Well, the toughest thing about this shot is the options. You can putt it, you could bump it, and you could chip it, but either way, it's going to be tough.
Now a 7-footer. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And that's going to preserve this tenuous 1-shot lead. Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. Now a second to this par 3. Oh, missed the green at the par 3. No problem. That is in from off the putting surface for an unlikely 2. And that, not what you're hoping for, especially after the birdie a minute ago, as this is into the bunker.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Been in a fairway bunker and safely on the green, and you never know, might even sneak a birdie.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par.
Oh, that's a great tee shot. I know it doesn't count as a fairway hit, but when you're that far down there, the first cut is absolutely fine.
And that'll do just fine. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And it is looking more and more like it's going to be back-to-back wins in this tournament. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
118 yards to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row. Gap wedge just a touch offline. It's going to miss left.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and the lead's going to remain 2. Okay, just outside of 10 feet and a birdie chance here at number 12. about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. And this is now a 3-shot lead with 6 to play. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Trying to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. It is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
From 4 feet for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And the lead swells to 4 with 5 holes to play.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And the rest of the field, squarely in the rear view mirror now. This is up to a 5-shot lead. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. That's it. 2 solid shots right there from him.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5 and comfortably on for 2.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. Will certainly help the cause. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Not easy with that many eyes on you, but that is inside of 10 feet. Well done. Tip the cap and enjoy the walk. Now that a cool roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And this is now, if you can believe it, a 7-shot cushion. This up the right side off the tee. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control as that's in the fairway here at 17.
the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. Sets up a simple little chip and a birdie.
This is just becoming too easy now. That a 6th consecutive birdie. And this lead continues to widen. It is just a procession now as the difference is 8 shots at the top of this leaderboard. Boy, just machine-like right now. 6 birdies in a row. And now another tee shot in the fairway. This one's looking good.
And final iron shot of the day, and it is one of the best we've seen here at the closing hole.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that is officially going to do it. It's a round of 59. Well, Frank, I think we can safely say this particular course suits our featured player pretty well.
Well, it certainly does, the defending champion. And I mean, it's a great feeling because when you win the first time, you always think, well, is this course perfect for me? Can I do it again? To come back, remember, it's a full year. And to sort of have the same style of game and to play equally as well as what you did the year before, hats off.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the LA suburb of Pacific Palisades and Riviera Country Club, it's final round coverage of the Genesis Invitational. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer's going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work as we look at the early leaderboard. The Irishman Shane Lowry is the leader. He's off to a 4-under start. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. That's a great job of avoiding that long bunker in front, and that ball's on the green in two here at the first. on the first hole. A long one for Eagle to get the round underway. Whoa! That one looking a little right. And that will wind up missing the fairway. So a less than ideal follow-up to the spectacular eagle at 1.
Good time to put the thinking cap back on. Good second shot. Just get back into position.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. And he'll move to 3 under here, just one shot off the lead. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge.
Well, Rich, I didn't expect this sort of fireworks here today, but already with some birdies on the card and another one here by the looks of things.
Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And he will definitely not say no to that. One giant bunker on this 4th hole, and this tee shot's going to nestle down in there. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. That'll drop him out of the top spot and leave him a shot back. That is not where you want to be. That's up on the hill right of this 5th fairway. Oh, man, absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Oh, would you expect anything less with the way things are going? Everything is dropping right now, even balls from off the green. Boy, he's in a nice little groove right now. Played the last couple of holes in 3 under par, and he's got another in the fairway here.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And he may need to give this just a little extra. He's going straight up the hill, but otherwise fairly painless.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. That cushion's going to remain 2 shots. And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. This could be a good one.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Will certainly help the cause.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb. Jack Nicklaus always told me hole high. That was the goal. Little left, but hole high and inside 10 feet. Well done.
No, that's going to miss right. And a good opportunity goes by the wayside. Okay, that's in first par here at the 9th. And that is going to mean this was a 28 on the front side. 7 under par. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. chance now for another birdie. Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Okay, that's going to be just fine, short of the road. Good tee shot here at 11. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. That's a good shot. It is a giant green here at 11, but that ball safely aboard in 2. Very nearly an eagle. It was judged beautifully. The speed was perfect. It just didn't go down. Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
17-foot putt here. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And this one close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
From the rough, we check in with Noda.
Well, he's looking at 138 yards to the front, 154 to the hole. Ball sitting down, needs to get a little bit steep to dig it out.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Nah, that's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb. That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and it'll stay at -9. The wind's starting to push this one a little left.
That second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the greenside bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot now at the home hole. Ball is in the rough, but has a chance to get this within birdie range with a good shot. And that ball not quite going to make it onto the green. It'll wind up a foot or so off. Good putt to save par here at 18. And that, wow, it'll be a 10 under 61. That was a great round of golf right there. So just a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a 4th career victory. That's impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a totally different lens now, Rich. We know they're good enough. I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.
So for Frank Nobilo, Noda Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon, we're in the Sunshine State for live final round coverage of the Florida Classic. 18 holes, that's all we get to try and find a champion. It's a daunting task, but someone's going to shoot the low round of the day and walk off with a title as we look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday.
And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that is fairly well done. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll stay at level par. And that one not on the green, but not a terrible spot either. sitting up in the short grass. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at even par.
Well, somehow the ball's got through the other side of the tree and really hadn't lost that much yardage.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yes, he's left himself 140 yards to the flag. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is. This one starting up that left side. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Now his third, staring right at the green.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
11 feet away.
Nope. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is. And that is going to come to rest squarely in the center of the fairway. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second. Here we go.
Now, in my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close. And you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. Will certainly help the cause. All right, in the fairway. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release, in good shape. Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he will definitely not say no to that. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Ooh, almost fell, just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay at 2 under. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5. That is a really good shot on in 2 on this par 5, but work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie to push that score to 3 under for the round. Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. You got to think 2 putts will work out fine from here, but this is a long look for birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at -3. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, that's acceptable there.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he'll pull to within 1 shot with 6 holes to play. Gonna work this up that left-hand side. Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
128 yards will get you to the front of the green, but it's 1-3-2 if you're going to go for the flag. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
Good chance at one.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. Will certainly help the cause. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll stay at 5 under. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. A 9-footer now for his birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And that will catapult him into the lead with just the 16th, 17th, and 18th to play. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And he may have to play a little right to left break here just because it's a downhill putt, but it shouldn't be that much.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And this will stay a 2-shot lead with 1 hole to play. This one moving just a little bit to the right with that wind. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it.
No, that's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that will mean it is a round of 65, 7 under par. Absolutely terrific. Frank, this was a gritty, determined performance. Our featured golfer taking everybody's best shot and still walking away with a two-shot win.
Yeah, it looks sort of quite comprehensive, didn't it? But 2 shots when you think about it. When you look on the whole week in retrospect, it's not much to spare. But still, they got the job done and were by far the best player in the field.
So, for Frank Nobilo, note...